She found the defendant, Christopher James Palmiter, guilty of failure to report disappearance of a child to law enforcement.
Right now at 6, Christopher Palmiter now convicted for failing to report the disappearance of Madalina Cojocari, a Cornelius girl who has not been seen since November of 2022. That's how we start the news at 6. I'm Colin Mayfield. WCNC Charlotte's Jesse Pierre joining us right now. And Jesse, you were in the courtroom when the verdict was announced. It didn't take long, though, for the jurors to reach that decision, though, it sounds like.
Yeah, no, it didn't take much time at all. The jury was back under 15 minutes, and Christopher Palmiter was found guilty for failing to report his stepdaughter's disappearance to police. Now, check out this is video of Palmiter leaving the courthouse with his attorney by his side. Palmiter did not make any comments, but his attorney says his client maintains his innocence. They are appealing the guilty verdict and are disappointed by the decision. Palmiter was sentenced to 30 months of supervised probation. Now, this morning, both attorneys got a chance to present their closing arguments. The defense says Palmiter did not know Madalina was missing, but instead believed that what Diana told him, Diana, Madalina's mother, that Madalina was sick or in her bedroom, and believed that Madalina was in her care. Now, the state painting another picture, noting that over 20 days went by that Palmiter never saw Madalina while they were living under the same roof. The state noting that Palmiter testified that he did not make any contact with his stepdaughter during that time. The state also pointing to Palmiter's lack of action after testifying he believed that his wife Madalina Cojocari was not being truthful about Madalina's whereabouts.
Is there anything further with this?
You heard him testifying, you heard the state ask him over and over and over again about being her father, being her father, being her father. Did he ever deny being her father? No. He loves being her father. He wanted to adopt her. Diana wouldn't let him.
4-year-old Madalina Cojocari in 2015 and in 2016 didn't have a say. She didn't pick him to be the person she would call dad.
Now, Jesse, we know that the demeanor from Palmiter has been kind of stoic over the last couple of days, at least from video that we've seen. What was his demeanor today as that verdict was read?
Well, during the verdict, you know, his face, sometimes you could see his jaw was clenching at times, but there was also times where he wiped away tears. I saw him grab a tissue a couple of times during the trial, but the same with the verdict. But you can definitely feel his disappointment.
All right,
Colin?
Jesse Pierre. Yes, Jesse, thank you so much for staying on top of that and updating us throughout the week. If you get your phone ready, you can scan this QR code there on the screen to find complete coverage of the Palmiter trial, plus a full timeline of the disappearance of Madalina over the last year and a half.